welcome to Miss Yara's online math classes. So today we're going to be continuing our mock exam review, and we're looking at question 3, which is our geometry question. So here our first question focuses on those elementary geometry rules concerning angles. So the first part A, says in triangle KLM, not drawn to scale, angle K is equal to 56 degrees, KL is equal to KM, and KM is parallel to PQ. And then they gave us this diagram here. So what they told us in words is represented in this diagram. So let's take a look and see what they told us. They said that angle K is 56 degrees. So angle K over here is 56 degrees. KL is equal to KM. So when we see KL is equal to KM, this means that KL, this length, is the same as this length KM. Next, KM is parallel to PQ. So this line KM runs parallel to this line PQ. Alright, and they represent that with the arrows. So let's begin working out this problem. Because as we can see, we have some unknown angles. We have angle X, which is unknown to us, and angle Y. Now they want us to calculate the value of angle X. What is the value of angle X? How are we going to work on this problem? Let's see what we know and see if that is going to be useful to us. Now notice something. We have triangle LKM, and triangle LKM is what type of triangle? If we are able to identify what type of triangle we're working with, we just might be able to solve the problem. So they told us that the lengths KL and KM are equal. What does that bring to mind? Can you recall any triangle where it has two equal sides? If you're saying the isosceles triangle, then you're correct. This triangle LKM is an isosceles triangle. And what do we know about isosceles triangles? We know that it has two lengths which have the same magnitude, but also we know that there are two angles which will have the same magnitude. And which two angles are those? Well, those two angles happen to be angle L and angle M. Now once we're able to deduce this much, we can actually move on to solving the problem itself. So to calculate the value of angle X, what we're going to do now is write a statement for the sum of the internal angles of this triangle. What do we know about this sum of the internal angles of a triangle? It sums to 180 degrees. So we're going to begin by writing in this bit of information. Sum of the interior angles of a triangle LKM is 180 degrees. And we know that in this triangle, the interior angles, we have 56, and we know that angles L and angles M are going to be equal. So what we're writing in the next line is angle L equal angle M. And what does this mean? This means that angle M has the same magnitude of X. From here, we'll continue by writing the sum of the interior angles of this triangle is 56 degrees, and we're going to add this to 2x because we need to add it to the magnitude of angle L as well as angle M. So here we'll write 56 plus x first, and this is equal to 180 degrees. So the next part, we're going to simplify. So like I said, we're going to find the sum of the angles, and we have x plus x here, so that's going to simplify to 2x. So we have 56 plus 2x is equal to 180 degrees. Now, this simplifies to a linear algebraic problem, and we're going to make x the subject in order to find what is the magnitude of x. So from here, we'll get 2x is equal to 180 degrees minus 56 degrees. 2x is equal to 124. Now from here, since I want to solve for x only, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So dividing both sides by 2, I will get that x is equal to 62 degrees. So I'm going to write my answer. Angle x has a magnitude of 62 degrees. Now, just knowing that the triangles are isosceles, that alone will give you one of your marks, because that is the main part of being able to solve this problem. You get your other mark for following through with writing your statements and finding your final answer correctly. So the answer is x is equal to 62 degrees. Now let's look at the second part of this question. Here we have calculate the value of angle y. Where is angle y? So angle y is up here. There are a couple of different ways you may be able to solve for this. The easiest way is simply by recognizing that angle y forms an alternate angle with angle m, which has a magnitude of x. So you'll notice that if we look at the parallel lines km and PQ, this line LM is what we will call a transversal, because it cuts a pair of parallel lines. You'll remember that elementary set of geometry from back in Form 1. That's what you're going to be using here. Something as simple as that is going to help you get the answer. So here, angle M is an alternate angle with angle Y. And we're going to write that down. We're writing y is equal to angle M. And the reason, alternate angles. And from there, we know the magnitude of angle M. Angle M is equal to x, which we just worked out to be 62 degrees. And from there, we're just going to state the magnitude of y as 62 degrees. Alright? So our answer, y is equal to 62 degrees. Now it's pretty simple. It didn't really take too much thinking.